Welcome to the ultimate introduction to trading. This course has two simple goals that have multiple ramifications. Provide the understanding of financial markets and trading through multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approaches and why that's necessary, and highlight the necessity and the limitations of trading education. By the end of this course, you have a sophisticated understanding of several aspects and peculiarities of the trading world. We are going to navigate through several challenging and interesting aspects of trading using insights from multiple branches of science, such as economics, econometrics, finance, physics, game theory, statistics, nonlinear dynamics, fractal geometry, behavioral finance, neurofinance, computer science, and more, not to mention certain tools of finance such as price action analysis, quantitative analysis, risk management, and performance appraisal. This course will be posted in multiple parts, and I'll do my best to upload them as fast as possible without compromising the quality of the content. It's also worth mentioning that this course will be entirely free. Without further ado, let's move on to the first part. Before anything else, it's critical that we clarify the concepts of market, price, and trading. Most traders believe they fully understand these simple concepts, but the lack of true understanding about them and the interplay between them leads to critical errors down the road. First, I will define each one, and then I will put them in context, and you will be able to see how many traders have a misunderstanding about these ideas. Let's begin with the concept of market. A market is an inherently decentralized logical framework that allows diverse market participants to interact. The term decentralized means a market is formed by the collection of decisions made by a multitude of market participants. It's not controlled by a central authority or entity. These market participants have different geographic locations, different goals, different strategies, different levels of capital, different levels of access to information, different levels of ability of interpreting and using information, different levels of access to technology, different time horizons in mind, and many other factors that influence the decisions of these market participants indirectly. The expression logical framework refers to the set of rules that allow the immense diversity of market participants to interact in the same environment. The market itself cannot be fully seen because of its decentralized nature. It's impossible to see all the interactions among all market participants and the variables that influence these interactions in real time. However, market participants require a medium of interaction, which leads us to the concept of price. Price is the ultimate simplification of a market. Price compresses all the interactions among diverse market participants and the factors that influence these interactions into one single variable. Another way of looking at this is that price is a localized way of seeing a non-local market. Even though price is useful as a medium of interaction, it has a major flaw. Information compression implies the loss of information. In other words, market participants can only see the market superficially through a price chart. We'll explore the peculiarities of price charts in other parts of the course. For now, keep in mind that price is the ultimate simplification of a market. This image will be familiar to the students of the Fractal Flow Strategy course. It captures the essence of what I'm trying to say in relation to markets and price. In the image, price is analogous to the shadows on the walls, the market is analogous to the cylinder, and the lights are analogous to the different perspectives one can use to observe the market. You also have to imagine that one is trying to infer the shape of the object only by looking at its shadows. In a sense, price is a shadow of the real market. However, we can shine light from multiple perspectives to observe the market through its shadows. The main point here is that one perspective alone will paint an incomplete picture of the real market, and the reason is because the shadow has a lower dimension than the object. By combining different perspectives, we can get closer to the real shape of the object just by looking at its shadows. This is the essence of what leads to the idea of integration not only within price action analysis, but across multiple types of market analysis. This is an oversimplification, of course, but it helps with the main intuition about markets and price. In simpler terms, notice that if you only look at the square shadow, you reach the conclusion that the object is a cube. If you only look at the circular shadow, you reach the conclusion that the object is a sphere. Only by integrating both shadows, you can reach the conclusion that the object is a cylinder. Trading can be defined as the interaction among diverse market participants. There is a point of confusion here because many people believe that when they trade, they are trading the market or they are interacting with the price chart. That's an illusion. A trader cannot interact with the market because it's a non-local entity, a logical framework that allows the interaction among market participants. A trader cannot interact with the price chart because it's the medium of interaction. A trader can only interact with other market participants. The proper way of contextualizing these concepts is the following. Trading is the interaction among market participants through the medium of interaction of price. Price is required because the market itself cannot be seen due to its decentralized nature. Price is a localized way of observing a non-local market, and the possibility of seeing a market in this way necessarily implies the loss of information about the real market. When a trader buys, for example, the trader doesn't buy from the market or from the price chart because that's impossible. The trader buys from another trader who is willing to sell at that precise moment. This distinction between the concepts of market, price, and trading is critical because many traders have the illusion that they are interacting with the price chart. This leads one to believe that minimal understanding of price action is enough, and trading excellence can be developed mostly through practice. This is not true. Recall that price action implies significant loss of information, and the price chart is a medium of interaction among diverse market participants. That means you are interacting with market participants you do not know, and these market participants are using strategies that you do not necessarily understand. In other words, a trader cannot fully trust the feedback from price without a sophisticated logical framework to understand price first. This illusion of interacting with price instead of other diverse market participants leads to false positive and false negative errors that will reinforce the wrong behaviors without the trader's awareness. The situation gets even more deceptive when we add the fact that most traders are trying to reinforce behaviors with the wrong goal in mind without knowing they have the wrong goal, and most traders have no idea of how to measure their performance while being certain that they do. Most traders think that the goal is to become consistently profitable, but they don't know how to define what that means precisely. It's a vague idea in their minds. Even though this goal is aimed in the right direction, it's not well defined and it's incomplete. The goal of trading is to outperform the market on a risk-adjusted basis in the long term. This is the only goal that can justify the opportunity cost of trading. There are ways of being consistently profitable in such a way that this precise goal is not met, and in that case, the time and effort employed in trading is not worth it despite the profitability. Don't worry if you don't understand what this means because we'll dive into it in future parts of the course. The main point here is that all of this highlights the importance of trading education. Learning how to trade requires a sophisticated understanding of price action before a trader can trust the feedback from price. To finish this point, I will make an analogy, but keep in mind that trading is a unique domain, so any analogy isn't perfect by definition. However, this analogy is useful to understand the distinction between markets, price, and trading, and the proper way of approaching the process of learning how to trade. A market is a logical framework that allows market participants to interact among each other. However, the market is abstract, and the market participants need a concrete medium of interaction in order to act. The analogy here is with a game of chess. The market is analogous to the rules of chess, price is analogous to the board, and market participants are analogous to the chess players. When an individual plays chess, he doesn't play against the rules of chess or against the board. He plays against the other chess player. The rules of chess form the logical framework that allows chess players to interact, and the board is the concrete medium of interaction that allows the game to take place. Trying to learn how to trade by trusting the feedback from price without an understanding of market dynamics and the diverse strategies employed by other market participants is like trying to learn how to play chess by staring at the board without knowing the rules of chess, instead of reacting properly to the movements of your opponent in light of the rules of chess. As I said, this analogy is useful to understand that trading is not the trader against price. It's the trader against other traders through price, which is a necessary and limited medium of interaction in the broader and more abstract logical framework laid out by the market. However, this analogy is imperfect in the sense that it leads one to believe that trading is a game of pure skill, like chess. But trading is what's called a stochastic game. We'll talk about that when we deal with game theory later in the course. Let's now finish this part about markets, price, and trading by summarizing the key points. Markets are a decentralized logical framework that allows the interaction among diverse market participants. Price is the ultimate simplification of a market. It's a necessary and limited medium of interaction for diverse market participants. It's a concrete way of observing an abstract market. Trading is the interaction among diverse market participants through the medium of price under the light of the decentralized logical framework laid out by the market. The loss of information in price requires the ability to extract the maximum amount of information from price. But since price is inherently limited, several frameworks to understand markets through price are necessary. The dynamics of chess are not contained in the board nor in the chess player. They are outlined by the abstract rules of chess. In the case of trading, the frameworks to understand market dynamics through price dwell in multiple disciplines of science. In the next part, we'll talk about why trading requires a multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approach rather than a monodisciplinary one. Make sure you fully understand the distinction between the concepts of market, price, and trading first, before moving on to the next parts of the course. This finishes this first part. If you enjoyed the presentation, please help support the channel by clicking the like button, subscribing to the channel, activating all notifications, leaving your feedback in the comment section, and sharing this video with your trading community. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next part of the course. Take care.